Hey everyone, and welcome. Think about the internet for a second, or your phone, or, well, pretty much the entire cloud. What do they all have in common? They all run on a revolutionary idea that kicked off way back in 1991. Today, we're going to dive deep into the story of Linux, how it went from one student's personal project to the invisible backbone of our entire digital world. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to explore that revolutionary idea that started it all. Then we'll get to know the amazing global community that keeps it all moving forward. After that, we'll pick up some of the lingo, the essential language of Linux. And finally, we'll see how all these pieces click together in something called a distribution. Ready? Let's jump in. All right, let's kick things off at the very beginning with that big idea. You see, to really get Linux, you have to go back to its roots. You've got to understand the core philosophy that turned it from a small project into a global phenomenon. It all starts in 1991. Meet Linus Torvalds, a student in Finland. He was, kind of fed up with how expensive and locked down all the operating systems were back then. So he decided, hey, I'll just build my own. And what started as just a hobby, well, it exploded. Fast forward to today, and Linux is the quiet engine running our world. It's powering the servers that deliver this to you, it's the heart of your Android phone, and it's even running the world's fastest supercomputers. That's a pretty incredible journey for something that started in a dorm room, right? But here's the thing. The real magic wasn't just in the code itself. It was the philosophy behind it. And that philosophy boiled down to one powerful word: freedom. The freedom for anyone, anywhere, to look at the code, to change it, to make it better, and to work together on those improvements. That open, collaborative spirit, that was the secret sauce that fueled its absolutely incredible growth. And technically, Linux was built like a tank from day one. It took its inspiration from the legendary stability of Unix, but with a huge twist. It was totally free and open for everyone. It was designed from the ground up to handle multiple users and multiple tasks all at once. It had powerful networking baked right in, and it could run these essential background services. They're called daemons that just work tirelessly behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly. This thing was a powerhouse right out of the gate. Now here is one of the coolest, most elegant ideas in how Linux thinks. It's this simple phrase: everything is a file. It's such a simple concept, but it's totally profound. So your documents, yeah, they're files, obvious. But in Linux, your printer is also treated as a file. Your mouse is a file. Even your internet connection is just another file. This approach makes the entire system incredibly consistent, simple, and predictable to manage. It's beautiful, really. Okay, so we've got the code and the philosophy. But believe it or not, that's only half the story. The second huge pillar is the people behind the code. Because Linux isn't just a piece of software, it is a massive, vibrant, global community. And this community, it's the ultimate support system. If you ever get stuck on something, trust me, you are never alone. You can hop into forums that are just packed with experts, subscribe to mailing lists for super deep technical chats, find a local user group, or hey, even contribute to a project yourself. The whole ecosystem is built on this idea of sharing knowledge freely. And these values, collaboration, openness, teamwork, they aren't just, nice sounding words on a poster. They are the actual engine that drives Linux forward. Every single bug fix, every cool new feature, every security patch, it's all the result of this huge global team effort. It's the reason Linux is constantly evolving and getting better every single day. Let's move on to our third section, learning the language. To really make sense of the Linux world, we need to get a handle on a few key terms. Think of it like learning the local dialect. Once you know these, you'll see exactly how all the different pieces fit together. First up, the big one, the most important piece of all, the kernel. The easiest way to think about the kernel is that it's the brain of the whole operation. It's the absolute core piece of software that talks directly to your computer's hardware, the CPU, the memory, all of it. It manages everything. Without the kernel, literally nothing else works. It's that important. Okay, but a kernel by itself is really just an engine. It's powerful, but it's not a complete car, right? You can't drive it anywhere. That's where a distribution, or what everyone calls a distro, comes into play. A distro takes that kernel engine and packages it with all the other stuff you need. The body, the wheels, the steering wheel, all the tools and apps that turn it into a complete, usable operating system. So how does this whole thing even get started? Well, that's the job of the bootloader. The moment you hit that power button, the bootloader is the very first piece of software that wakes up. Its one and only job is to find the kernel and kickstart the entire operating system into action. It's the unsung hero of starting your computer. So once the system is up and running, how do you actually talk to it? Now sure, modern distros have fancy graphical desktops, but the classic and honestly the most powerful way is through the shell. This is your command line interface. It's that text-based window where you can type commands and communicate directly and super efficiently with the operating system. It's where the real power is. Okay, let's put all those new terms together and watch it happen. Here's the whole sequence in a nutshell. Step 1, you hit the power button. Step 2, the bootloader instantly jumps into action and starts the OS. Step 3, the kernel takes over, getting all the hardware in line. And finally, step 4, the shell pops up, giving you the interface to get to work. See? It's a clean, logical process every single time. And that beautiful logical process brings us perfectly to our final section, kernel, body, and soul. We're going to dive a little deeper into those distributions we talked about and figure out why on earth there isn't just one single version of Linux. I think this is the absolute best way to think about it. If the Linux kernel is the heart, that core engine just pumping away, then the distribution is the entire body that's built around it. The distro adds the skeleton, the muscles, the skin, basically all the software and tools that create a complete, functional system you can actually use. And that is why so many different bodies exist. Each distribution is custom-built for a specific job. You've got Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which is for huge companies that need rock-solid stability and support. Then there's Ubuntu, a fantastic all-rounder for both businesses and regular desktop users. Fedora is aimed at developers who want the latest, greatest tools. And then you have distros like Debian, which are for system administrators and power users who value stability above all else. There's truly a flavor of Linux for just about any task you can imagine. Here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Take a look at Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Version 8 used an older, time-tested kernel because its main goal was maximum stability. But for version 9, they switched to a much newer kernel. Why? To give users access to more modern features and support for newer hardware. This really highlights a constant trade-off you see in the Linux world. Do you go for proven, long-term stability, or do you want the latest cutting-edge innovation? But here's the best part. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter which distribution you pick. You're always benefiting from that massive global community we talked about. All the major distros are constantly pushing out updates, security patches, and bug fixes. Reliability and security are just baked into the DNA of the entire Linux ecosystem. So there you have it. We've gone from one student side project to a global ecosystem, all built on these powerful ideas of freedom, collaboration, and innovation. It all started with one person's simple desire to make technology open and accessible for everyone. Which kind of leaves us with one final question to think about. Now that you understand the power and the philosophy behind it all, what will you build with